Kelly here with Kelly Soroka Life and the Broom and Moon Coven, which is open for membership. And the free community is open right now, and the paid membership will be open in April. So all the information is down below. Go check it out. I would love to have you in the community. So today we are talking about Carnelian. So this is part of the 4x4 series that I am doing. And so it's 4 magical items in 4 weeks. And so I work with, every month I work with a crystal, an herb, a deck, and a book. And so this month I'm working with, the crystal is Carnelian, which we're going to talk about today. The herb is Cacao, and so that video will be out also about the same time. So you can check that one out. And the deck that I'm working with is the Herbcrafter's Tarot, and it's an older book, and that are an older deck and one that I've had for a while, but I'm going back and studying it again, and that's been really fun. And I'm also reading the book Becoming Baba Yaga, and I'll have all that information down below so that you can see and check it out if you are interested. But today we're talking about Carnelian. And I probably say this about every crystal that I work with, that is one of my favorites. But Carnelian is truly one of my favorite stones. And this, I'll show you, this is my very favorite piece of Carnelian that I have. This is a carved Carnelian flame. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but it's kind of weighty, and it looks, looks like a flame. And I've got, several more pieces, and palm stones, and stones, just little pieces here and there, and tumbled pieces, and it's just one of my very favorite stones to work with. And I think because it has a lot of qualities that correspond to me and my astrological chart. And so it's one that I truly enjoy working with. And so Carnelian, you can see it. Here's a palm stone. And you can see that it's just gorgeous. It has this bright orange, and it will go anywhere from this kind of darker red color to this really light yellow, and even some pieces have even more kind of light in it. And I love all the various shades, but overall it's this very bright orangey red color and yellow. And so it's very good if you want to work with your chakras, and you want a stone that really relates to all 3 of the lower chakras. It's has that red color, and it's very grounding, and it's very secure. And then it has the orange in it that is creativity with your sacral chakra. And so then it has, it will have yellow color in it. So, and that relates to the solar plexus chakra. And there, it can boost your creativity. It can boost your leadership. It can boost your sense of self, which is in your solar plexus. So it's a really good one to work with all 3 of those chakras. And I personally use it more with the sacral chakra. I usually use red jasper for the root chakra more, and then I'll use a citrine for the solar plexus. So Carnelian usually comes in, I'll use it a lot with the sacral chakra. Even though it can be very grounding, it still has that very creative flow. It still has that, just like in this form, it's very, it takes to that flowiness very well. And so it can bring you into the present. It helps us, and it is very connected with sexuality, and that is your sacral chakra as well. So if you're working on connecting in a sexual way and you want to work on that part of yourself, carnelian is really good for that. And it infuses us with courage and passion. And so again, that solar plexus chakra. It boosts creativity, and I think that's what kind of drew me again, that kind of drew me to this stone. First of all, it was one that I could, and I usually have a piece of it somewhere, and so and I have, I'll keep this, the flame stays on my desk, so when I'm feeling like I am feeling that I don't have any creativity, or I'm stuck on something, or I feel like that I'm just burnt out, or I've lost my mojo, then I'll turn to carnelian, and it will help me get over that kind of stasis, and it kind of gets that flow again. And so it's good for creativity. And if you do anything, well, we all do things that are creative. So whatever it is that you feel creative about, it's a really good one to use. So if you do a lot of creative work as your work, then you can have it in your office space. If maybe you cook and you like to bake, you could have carnelian in your kitchen, whatever that you want to use it in. And it also, if you are searching for originality and you feel like that your imagination, you just kind of lost your imagination and you really want to tap back into that. It can promote leadership and motivation. So maybe if you are making a speech or you want courage to speak your mind about something, or you are making a proposal, or anything like that, where you feel like you just need some courage, that you just need some, you can do it. And carnelian is good for that. It's very steady. It can steady you, and it's also great. And I found this as I've gotten older. This is really great. It is great to clear brain fog and sharpen concentration, because when you get older, you start, getting some of that brain fog. And this is a really good one just to kind of concentrate and focus on. So I really like that. And so it is associated with the element of fire and the sun and the zodiac signs of Leo and Aries. And so I have a lot of fire in my chart. So Aries sun. And so I think it just really fits me, and just it fits my personality. And I can see it also with using it when you feel like, if maybe you have a lot of water in your chart and you want something to kind of help you flow all these flowy things, and you maybe want for it to flow in a focused manner, and so that might help with it. It might help when you're stuck, if there's a lot of earth in your chart and you feel like that you're stuck in something and you want to kind of get out of it, then you can do that. And it complements air signs, I think, really well, because it can be grounding as well, and when you have lots of ideas flowing around. So it's a great one, I think. Definitely is a companion stone if you are if you have a lot of fire in your chart, or it just calls to you, the red and the orange and the yellow, if those colors are really your colors, then this is one that I think works well, and again works as a very complementary stone to other stones, or in other other elements. And so use carnelians, the zealous spirit, to inspire you to action. So when you're making intentions, and when you're looking at things that you want to do, there's a lot of difference between wanting to do something and then actually doing it. And sometimes we get stuck in that wanting, or saying, well, I'll do that when, or putting something off because, I'm not ready, or I'm not, I need some courage. I need, leadership. I need, I don't feel like I'm ready yet. But this is, this will just, this will help you get to that place of taking action, of actually doing the thing. And whether it's something big that you think, I really need help doing this big thing, or it's something I just really need help doing this small thing, getting started so I can go on. Carnelian is really good for that. So when you feel like, and this is taking action with Carnelian, the little spell that you can do. So when you feel yourself hesitating, and this will all be on the PDF for you, that'll be linked below on my website. So you can find all the stuff there, lots of good links. And so when you feel yourself hesitating to take necessary action, hold Carnelian in your dominant hand. So if you're right-handed, hold in your right hand. If you're left-handed, hold in your left hand. And say, by hesitating to act with zest, I miss out on the best. With this Carnelian, I move with passion to take the right, true, and necessary action. So may it be. So then you can place this crystal in a place that will support you as you take this necessary action. And then have optional down here afterwards if you want to journal about the action, what you did, and about the result. And this is a really good kind of so that you have some accountability afterwards. And again, if you don't have any Carnelian, then I have a picture here that you can use, and you bring in the spirit of that crystal, and the crystal and you two can work together with this taking action. All right, so that is it for today, and you will find Carnelian today, and there's also the video about Cacao that is out, or will be out very shortly, so you can find both of those, the first two things that I've worked with in March. And for the next 2 weeks, I'll be doing a video on the Herbcrafter's Tarot and the book Becoming Baba Yaga. So thank you again for joining. Please like, subscribe, and let me know if you work with Carnelian and if you like it, if it's an herb that you like or that you're interested in. I would love to hear about it. And again, the link to join the Coven is below. Come and join us. I'd love to have you there. Thank you, and I will see you again soon. Bye.